forget to share this video with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Don't forget, your motivation is my inspiration. Now let's get on with the video. What is AIDS and HIV? AIDS stands for Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome and HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus. Now, how does AIDS or HIV spread? You see, AIDS or HIV spread through unprotected intercourse, blood, and mother to child during pregnancy or labor. Now, how is AIDS related to HIV? You see, the third stage or the final stage of HIV is AIDS. Does AIDS or HIV have a cure? You might wonder. But it doesn't. That's very sad. But we can only suppress AIDS or HIV to not create much of problems. Now, how does HIV cell enter our body and affect us? First of all, we need to know that HIV targets immune cells such as helper T cells, dendrites, and other immune cells. Now, how do they attack it? Let's see. HIV virus has gotten into our body. You see, these receptors connect to our immune system's CD4 plus cells receptors and then joins to the co-receptor of our immune system. Then after that it will create a hole in the immune system and get in. And the hole is covered and healed. But the tricky thing is this is the DNA of our immune system. And this is the DNA of HIV. Let's just imagine it like that way. Now as you see, once HIV gets into the immune cell, it will go to its nucleus where the genes and the DNA are stored, and then this part of the HIV will replace this whole part of the HIV, and then it will be controlled. The immune cell will be controlled by HIV. Now the tricky part. You see, the HIV will stay dormant for a long time. And foreign virus. Let's imagine this is a foreign virus immune cell. Once the immune cell spots a foreign virus, the immune cell releases some waves to attract more immune cells and to send the message that there's an intruder in our body. Well, you see, the HIV here will multiply with this energy and create multiple cells. Then these cells will go on to affect more immune cells and then it will spread again and again and again. Now, the other tricky part is related to the two stages of the HIV virus, the acute stage and the chronic or clinical latency stage. Now, during the acute stage, the HIV affects our body and there is a sudden drop of immune cells in our body. In this graph, the black color is the immune cells and the red color is representing the HIV. Now, here you can see when the HIV first strikes that our immune system is very low and the HIV has stricken very hard and is very high. But our body repels back by destroying all the virus-infected immune cells, and you can see a spike in the amount of immune cells and a very low HIV virus cells. Now, our body thinks that it has completely fought off the HIV virus, but HIV is just hiding for the right opportunity to come, which is the beginning of chronic stage, which is clinical latency. It will last up to 2 to 10 years and then starts the chronic stage where the HIV strikes for the final time and can see the immune system completely going down and the HIV completely going up. And this creates the AIDS, the last stage of HIV. Now, the symptoms during the chronic stage are pneumonia, high fever, hard to breathe, diarrhea, body pain, and many more diseases as your immune system is very weak and almost non existing and so weak that most of the diseases can enter your body and you will have most of the diseases. Now you see, and another problem with AIDS is, as I already said, incurable. And this causes that the immune system will always be struggling to fight off the viruses as there is a drop in the immune system. Now, this could be very crucial as if we didn't find it in the first stages, then we can't save ourselves. As at this point of time, we would be affected by something major, some major diseases, and you would have already passed on. Now, let's start with the origin story of AIDS or HIV. HIV's first report was in 1981 and HIV was identified in 1983 by Francois Barre and Luc Montagnier, who won the Nobel Prize in 2008. Then, in 1984, Robert Gallo classified AIDS. And then, Fred Boyle came up with the theory that HIV originated from a chimpanzee who had escaped from a lab in South Africa and it spread all along the whole nation and the whole world. Now, what is our stage in the disease AIDS or HIV? Well, you see, once India was troubled by the disease HIV or AIDS, but we have recovered very much from it. For example, our Health Minister of Kerala, Mrs. Veena George, had declared that we would be AIDS free by 2025. That concludes my talk about AIDS or HIV. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Thank you and have a nice day.